Live from the Fever Stadium on the campus of Placer High School, Touchdown Productions, celebrating 21 seasons of local sports excellence, is proud to present Placer Hillman football. Tonight, in the opening league game, your defending PVL champion Placer Hillman hosts the undefeated Colfax Falcons. It's week one, their final PVL season, and the quest for one final league title. It's all on the line tonight, and the action begins right here, right now. This is your NorCal Game of the Week. But right here, this is the biggest play in the football game.
This is it. 3rd down and 6 from the 47-yard line. Hyman taking the snap. Looking across the middle of the field. He has his man, but he's short of the first down. Actually, it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, there was a hold out there. The offensive left tackle clearly had a hold of the jersey of the on-rushing lineman. I believe that was number 62, Paul Banks, coming in. He was coming in strong.
And the referee giving a sideline warning to Placer. Placer getting a little too hyped up on the sideline. Getting that 4th down stop. I'm sorry, that 3rd down stop leading to this 4th down.
Okay, here's the football game right here. If the Falcons are going to win this football game, they need to convert this 4th down.
Well, they're actually going to punt the ball. It looks like they're bringing on the punter, so they won't punt this football away. Unless they fake it. I've seen crazier things before. It's going to be Alex Weir, the backup quarterback, and to punt the ball away. And he punts it away. That's a really good punt off. It's Brad Bishop back. And he takes it cleanly and takes a huge hit at the 15-yard line by Dylan Owens.
Oh, we can hear that pop all the way up here at the top of the stands. Dylan Owens puts a hit on Brad. He knew he was going to get hit, too. Good for Brad for holding it all in that football.
But here we go now. 2:13 left to go in this football game. We have a tie game at 35. Placer with the football now at their own 19-yard line. 14 unanswered points from Placer in this 4th quarter. Stuck to Kerrigan on a 25-yard touchdown pass, and another one to Warren on a 50-yarder. Stuck, taking the snap, play action. He's rolling, he's gonna take another shot. He's got his man, it's Travis Warren. Oh, and he dropped it. But incoming to make the great defensive play, Jake Green at the last second.
What a great defensive play. Give credit where credit is due. Jake Green came in there at the last second, took his left hand and swatted that football away. That's a big-time play.
A huge play. Would have actually gotten Warren out almost the 50-yard line. Would have been a gain of at least 30. But Jake Green on the great defensive play sets up 2nd down and 10.
You know, Michael Stuck's getting time all of a sudden.
Stuck taking the snap. He's going to hand it off the sweep. It's Kerrigan once again, cutting it backfield. There's nowhere to go. Cuts it back to the outside of the field and tackled, actually for a loss, making the great play right there, Vic Edwards.
So 1:54 seconds left, and another timeout is taken.
And Placer actually calling the timeout here, interestingly enough.
Why would they take a timeout here?
That seems very odd.
Because I'll tell you what, if they had let the clock run down, worst possible scenarios, they punt the ball back with no time left after 2 more running plays, and or they force.
We'll be back for this crucial 3rd down. We'll remind you you're watching exclusive coverage of Placer Hillman football right here on your NorCal Game of the Week at TouchdownProductions.com.
This week at SPD, they have boneless chuck roast, Foster Farm picnic packs, pork shoulder roast, trimmed tri-tip, party wings, and Italian sausage links. Add to that the freshest local produce, and you'll see real savings every time you shop, with hundreds of price reductions throughout the store. So shop SPD Markets, where your neighbors shop in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Well, I was just telling David, I've been doing these games for 9 years with Touchdown Productions. We've seen one overtime football game in all those years. It took us kind of by surprise one night. We didn't even know how it worked. Well, I'll tell you, we're on the verge of having one here. If the Hillmen throw the football, though, incomplete, they're going to have to worry about time left on the clock.
Stuck, rolling out. He's facing a lot of pressure. Has to get rid of it. He's got his man, Louis Fudge. He's wide open. He gets the 1st down, cuts it back in field. He takes it past the 50, evades a defender. past the 40-yard line. Lewis Fudge.
Holy cow!
What a play.
Biggest play of his high school career. Lewis Fudge, the tight end, catches a ball and works his way down the field. The Hillmen are in business.
A huge play. A gain of 48 yards, bring up first down and 10. And Placer calling a timeout. We're confused for a second. We're like, what's going to happen? You're giving Colfax a possible chance to come back if you don't get it. What a play that was. Stuck. Play action now. Looking across the middle of the field, he's got Warren, and he overthrows him just a tad. Couple yards out of the reach.
Everybody here on the sidelines is out of breath after that last play, and all of a sudden Warren is the possibility of scoring a decisive touchdown. That'll bring up second down. Wonderful football game here in the foothills. Two crosstown rivals, Colfax Falcons and the Placer Hillmen.
Absolute classic. 1:26 left to go in this football game. Placer 35, Colfax 35. Second down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Stuck, breaking the huddle. Sends his man in motion. Wants to be another wraparound draw to Chapman. He's got room to work with, cuts it back inside the middle of the field and past the 30-yard line. Close to that first down marker, and he has it. It's going to be first down Placer.
Now Placer doesn't really have a long field goal kicker, but you know something, if it gets down close enough and they have just seconds left on the clock, I'm sure Coach Montoya will give it a shot.
First down and 10 from the 26. It's going to be an inside give to Mario Perez. He's got room. He breaks the tackle inside the 10-yard line. Mario Perez.
Down at the 4-yard line, Perez. Absolutely a bull, running straight forward, running over Falcons players. I think the Falcons are just, they're beside themselves. They can't believe this is happening, coming back from 3 touchdowns up.
An incredible story this would be. 14 unanswered from Placer inside the goal line. It's going to be first down and goal from the 6. Just under 50 seconds left to go. Clock is running. Stuck. We'll hand it off. Up the middle, it's Kerrigan, and near the marker.
The ball was put on the ground, but I think he got it back again.
I'm actually going to say his knee was down, so they're going to roll it down, but either way, it's still going to be second down and goal inside the 1-yard line. And the clock is still running.
They need to get themselves lined up. 29 seconds, 28 seconds. Coach Montoya needs to take a damn timeout.
And Stuck now has a play call.
This will be one of the last plays of the game. This is it. It's now or never.
Stuck. Give him the handoff up the middle. What's the call? Touchdown, Placer! 13 seconds left to go.
I haven't seen the signal by the official. Did he, son?
It was a signal on the near side from the official.
Unbelievable finish to a wonderful football game. The Placer Hillmen coming back to score 41 points on a team that hasn't given any points up to any other team all season long. Here's a very important extra point.
Kick is up and good. Alex Meyer.
No, it is no good.
I'm sorry, no good. Ryan Meyer.
No good. So the game started out with an 85-yard kickoff return by the Falcons, and this game hasn't slowed down since.
Action, Meyer with a short kick. And not fielded correctly, and that ball's loose on the ground. Who has that football? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, and almost avoiding a catastrophic mistake. It's Colfax getting back on the football.
They got time for one play, David, and my goodness, everybody on the sideline here is going to hold their breath because this Colfax team has proven that they can score on this one play.
Now, Paul, work with me for a second. It's first down and 10 from the 24-yard line. You have 8 seconds and also a timeout. Are you taking shots here, or are you trying for laterals and going short here?
I'm always up for shots.
Either way, first down and 10, Hyman. Goes over the middle of the field. He has Ahrens, and he's tackled down. And Colfax surely has to call timeout, but the clock shows zeros.
And that's it. That's it. The Placer Hillmen have come back from 3 touchdowns down to win this football game against the Colfax Falcons. Wait, what's happening
The
here?
referees they're not calling the game just yet. Colfax might have actually called a timeout in time before the clock hit zeros.
David picked the player of the game. I'm going to say we give it to Michael Stuck. And that's because of a body of work that we've seen over the last weeks from the beginning and last year. You could give it to any number of players. I like Brad Bishop. I like, Mario Perez. Mario Perez put in one heck of a performance.
Yeah, and you also have Travis Warren, too, catching 3 touchdown passes, too, tonight.
Nah, I'll tell you what. If you wanted to go with Travis Warren, you won't get any argument from me.
But either way, we'll have one final play. 2 seconds is all that remains on the clock. It'll be second down. Hyman rolling around, taking a shot, and it's well short of the end zone. It'll be up, and it is incomplete. Placer complete the comeback and win 41-35. What a football game.
You don't see them like this very often, but tonight was one of those good nights. The Placer Hillmen on their home field. There they are, everybody out on the field.
Placer High School was the place to be tonight. An incredible football game, one of the best high school football games I've ever seen in person. Placer coming down early on from 14 points and beating an incredible Colfax team, an undefeated Colfax team at the very last second by a 1-yard rushing touchdown from Mario Perez, making it 41-35. An absolute classic football game here from Placer High School. It was an incredible watch, and it was an incredible game to call. And it was an awesome game to see. Hey guys, how great was that one? Hey, you got to give all the props to Placer in this one, coming back down time and time again, this time late in the game from 14 points and just showing great character, great job by Joey Montoya and the boys to really pull out and give us an absolute thriller. We enjoyed this one the whole time.
I mean, from the sidelines, down 3 touchdowns against a team that doesn't give up points. Who'd have thunk that we were going to see this kind of an ending tonight, and we certainly were treated to a great football game. So, David Klein, Paul Brown, Gil Dominguez, we don't get to do games as good as this one very often. And tonight we were treated to a wonderful comeback by the Placer Hillmen, 41-35 over the Colfax Falcons. Be with us next week. We're going to Colfax. We'll see this Colfax Falcon team again against Lincoln, who won tonight. It'll be a battle.
All right, so your final tonight from Placer High School, the Placer Hillmen coming back and winning 41-35 over the Colfax Falcons. We'll see you next week at Colfax High School. For now, good night, everyone.
We'll see you next week on your NorCal Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us.